We're good. We're on. Here we go, let me fix. Did we do this last Friday? Was it last Friday we did this? I think so. I think it was last Friday. Which is exciting, because that means this is now a weekly thing. It's not. No way. I would love it to be, but I don't. I don't think it will be. That's just the way it goes, unfortunately. But let's just wait for some people to join in. But I understand some folk might end up watching this on demand, so hello to you if you're watching on demand. Appreciate you. I'm going to do the same as what I did last week. Transfer over my videos. And whilst I'm doing that, since there's no video going up today, just hang out, chat for a bit. Not as long as last time though. Last time was like fucking 100 odd minutes, which was great, but not ideal time wise. But I also never put ask me questions in the title. Maybe I should have. I don't know if that gives people an incentive. Work that one out with a pencil. Don't know if that gives people incentive to actually comment stuff. Filmed a couple of videos there, but listen, the deal is, man, we're in the middle of the warm weather, or we're at the start of the warm weather, hopefully. So, you know, we're in the garden all day, we're chilling out, I like to go walks, especially in the quarantine. So we're going out doing that and just chilling, not getting round to filming very often, which is a shame. And actually, I planned ahead for this, and I filmed one of the Muse reactions, but hoping, because they always do alright in terms of views and interaction with people and that sort of thing. So I was alright, well at least I can chill with the nice weather, and I can put a Muse video up, get some nice views and stuff. And then that one was blocked worldwide, blocked, like not even like copyright claim. I get that every week, copyright claim here and like a sort of claim there, but this one was blocked totally. I disputed it immediately, so I uploaded it early in the day, preparing it to be going up about 7 o'clock, but it was blocked immediately. So I was like, right, what can I do? So I thought, well, I'll dispute it, hopefully to get it back by the time, and then by the time it came to it, it was still blocked. So there was no video yesterday. That's why there was no video yesterday. I'm going to get this live stream up on the laptop so I can read the comments. I'm holding a fudge, by the way, in the thumbnail. Holding a fudge because I like fudges. James Bailey, hello. Gutted it was blocked. Me too, man. Me too. Not only because it was, the only video I'd filmed, but it was a really good one as well, and it was on for like 12 minutes or something. But the issue was, I'm going to have a fudge. I love fudges. Also because it was a good one with the Muse stuff, so had a lot of fun with that one. Ravow, apologies if I butchered your name. Please do a reaction to Mick Jenkins, P's and Q's, Mick Jenkins drowning and Mick Jenkins martyrs, please. Mick Jenkins, I'm on my phone, there it's there. Don't know much about Mick Jenkins. Sounds country-ish, but that could be wrong. Mick Jenkins. Let's do a wee YouTube search here. I'm always looking for new artists and stuff, so that's I don't have an issue with that. Mick Jenkins. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Right. Nice. Bunch of stuff there. I might check him out. Thank you for the recommendation. I always appreciate the recommendations. It's always nice to get other people's suggestions for new music. I'm always up for listening to new music, whether I like it or not, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. God uses you to get us through the coronavirus quarantine thing. May God bless you and keep you safe. Thank you. I'm getting Facebook messages as well. Hang on. I'm coming. That's gross. When you transfer videos, it slows things down. James says, my girlfriend is a massive wrestling fan, so now I have her hooked on your wrestling videos. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. That's exactly what we're after. We're after some... we're after that. It's alright if you don't watch them, but as long as your girlfriend does, that's cool. Sharing it with the family, you know, that's all we need. That's cool though that your girlfriend's a wrestling fan. I'm assuming you're a wrestling fan? Because, I mean, why would you watch it with her? That's cool, man. It's kind of like a dream for a girlfriend to be a wrestling fan. That's great. Tell her thank you, and hopefully she's enjoying the videos. What'll be this? So it's Tuesday we do the wrestling videos, and then Sundays we do the wrestling podcast, which of course is called the Wrestling Connection. Check out if you haven't already. James, you and the girlfriend would love it. So yeah, so the wrestling video that is coming on Tuesday will probably be NXT TakeOver predictions, because that's on Sunday, isn't it? In your house. And then following that, we'll do predictions for Backlash and talk about the greatest wrestling match ever. We'll talk about that, and then we'll review the greatest wrestling match ever the following week. Mick Jenkins in from Chicago, underground rap artist. Bars, bars, bars. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Bars! James says, I was a wrestling fan back in the WWE Attitude days. God, I wish we were back in the Attitude days. Listen, I love all wrestling periods. I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, it was better back in the day, although it was better back in the day. But I can still appreciate the new stuff. Thursday mornings, I love Thursday mornings because as soon as I wake up, I get a shower, I get breakfast, and I watch AEW. It's one of my favourite times of the week. So it's nice to see modern wrestling as well. So, but James Bailey, even if you're a fan back in the Attitude days, you should check out my podcast, The Wrestling Connection, because it's not about current stuff. It's about generic wrestling topics. I think you'd like it. Any wrestling fan would like it. Top 3 favourite colours: blue, purple. I was going to say red. Blue, purple, and let's go kind of charcoal. We'll go with that. I would say blue, white and red, but I don't want to be a... Never mind. Top 3 favourite colours and favourite animal? Favourite animal? Good question. I don't know. I don't have a favourite animal. I'd say a snow leopard, just because I used to study them in school. And I think they're cute. But I've never had an experience with a snow leopard. A lion would be a good one, James, because the lion is on the badge of Orlando City, my favourite MLS team. I have a soft spot for the Lions. James says, I'll definitely check out the podcast. Please do the Wrestling Connection every Sunday on Spotify Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, on YouTube as well. Search the Wrestling Connection podcast on YouTube. It's got its own channel, and we need more subscribers on there. We've only got a few subscribers on the YouTube channel, and we need some followers on the Twitter account as well. We're getting good download numbers, but no Twitter followers. At WrestleConnect1 on Twitter, you'll find other links on there. But we're active on Instagram, and we're getting some good followers on Instagram, so that's cool. At WrestleConnection on Instagram. But yes, James, please check it out. I think you'll like it. A few more comments here. I like grey, black and white. Black for me, white for the wife, grey for the kids. I consider us to be a twist cone family, LOL. I like wolves. Nice. A lion is my favourite football team's badge. Orlando City. Nice, me too. Me too. I guess me too. A lion and the Rangers flag. Let's see. James says Millwall. Okay, that explains it. New sub here, totally. I am glad you don't ignore us like most reaction channels. Awesome sauce and cool beans. Listen, these reaction channels that ignore folk, or these YouTubers, don't even need to be reaction things. These YouTube channels that ignore folk give a horrible, horrible impression. Like, you know the way when you're dipping biscuits in your tea and they get all soggy. Disgusting. But we will not have that feeling here. We will not get soggy here on CM42 TV. We will make sure we're all friends and family and loved. And I try to reply to all the comments as well. It's hard because some of the comments are daft. But anytime I can get a comment, I think that's cool. I like to take time out of my day to like comment on my favourite YouTubers, you know what I mean? Because I think it means a lot as a YouTuber that, you know, spend so much time on the videos and thinking about them and editing them and letting them render and upload them and stuff and almost obsessing over some of them. I understand how nice it is to get a nice comment about it, so when I'm watching my favourite YouTube channels, I try to comment as much as possible. So yes, I will reply, and thank you for being a new subscriber. What we do here is we try to spread some good times. 10 minutes every day, we post every single day, something for all the family, wrestling, Family Guy, music, funny compilations, try not to laughs, things like that. Maybe food reviews in the future. I just actually filmed a video tonight about the Last Dance Netflix original series. So things like that, try and bring people together and have a good time. So thank you for subscribing, it means a lot. Hopefully you won't be bored, or hopefully you'll be entertained. That's what I try to do. Most channels want money for reactions. We are all going through a crisis. Money is not the main focus for a reaction channel. I get that. For me, the whole crisis thing and the pandemic thing, I lost jobs and stuff like that. No, I didn't lose my job. I'm so very lucky that I've got my job. But in terms of, so I do some acting work in my spare time, I suppose. I guess that's my main kind of focus, being an actor. I had some things lined up. They didn't happen because of the pandemic, and I wasn't sour about it. I understood it. You know, people were losing their jobs, people were losing money, people were losing their family members. Who was I to moan about losing a couple of quid in a job? So that was fine. So what I was doing was like, how am I going to get money? So I was able to work some things out with my actual work, and that's been great. I've been very, very grateful for that. But then I was also thinking, right, okay, YouTube, because I've got the kind of monetization thing, you know. So I do slap ads in front of videos, you know, because I've got that opportunity. It's not the be all and end all though, because I know when I'm watching someone's YouTube channel, when I watch someone's YouTube channel and they put 2 ads there, I'm like, oh, for God's sake. When I'm doing the same thing, I'm being a hypocrite saying that, but you know, that's just the way it has to do. That's the way it has to be sometimes, which is a shame. Yes, it's not all about the money. I don't make nearly enough on YouTube for it to be about the money. If it was something I was really relying on, then maybe I would be all about the money because I needed to live. But the main thing about YouTube is that I enjoy doing the chats, I enjoy doing the reactions, I enjoy bonding with the subscribers and that sort of thing. Let's charge the camera, why not? I'm not going to need it for another couple of days. This is my camera battery, do you like it? So that's the main thing, having a good time, spreading the love, making sure it's not all about just getting the attention. Although the attention is great, and I must say I love it when I get it, but it's nice to kind of make relationships with folk on here. I've made a bunch of good friends and like consistent viewers and listeners and that sort of thing, which is great, which is what I want to build with the podcast, so jump on there if you can. James says, I found your channel through your Muse React videos, but now I watch all your videos. Love the Family Guy cutaways. See, this is what it's all about. And you know, another point about the Muse videos is that a lot of them do get copyright claimed, which is a shame. It means I can't monetize. But as we said there before, it's not all about the money. But I like to obviously slap the ads on there because I've got the opportunity to do that. And the Muse ones get so many good views. So it's almost like a super bonus when it doesn't get copyright claimed because I can get the monetization from it. I'm like, yes, just as a wee extra, you know. But they usually do get copyright claims just because the quality of the video is so good, the songs are so epic, and they come across so well on the camera. They kind of match the Spotify recordings and like all that stuff, you know. So it's really easy for it to get copyright claimed. But they get such good views, so I kind of understand that I'm not that bothered about the copyright claims anymore because they get such good views and they bring new subscribers. So James, the fact that you've stumbled upon the channel, you've hit subscribe because of the Muse videos, I appreciate it a lot. And the fact that you're able to now enjoy other videos on the channel is what it's all about, and I appreciate you. Hang on. Yes, sir. Do you like video games? I do like video games, but I don't play them because I'm not good at them. I've never been into games. I was actually on the phone to my mate from work last night who was having a crisis, phoned me because I'm reliable that way, and was chatting to him, and we kind of got off the topic we were talking about, and I asked him about is he looking forward to the PS5 coming out because he played The Last of Us and then he's excited for The Last of Us 2. And The Last of Us, to me, from what I've seen of it, would be a game I would love because it's so emotional, you know, and you kind of get that emotional connection to it. I've never played it, but I just have, you know, from what I've heard and what I've seen, that's what I think, you know, from The Last of Us. But in terms of games, I'm just not good at them, and because of that, it's a terrible way to judge it, but because of that, I just don't play them. I just feel like I wouldn't have the time. Like, and I'm not even that busy of a guy, but I like watching so much stuff. I like watching films, I like watching wrestling, I like editing the videos and stuff. I just don't know where I'd fit the games in. And I've got my game collection is sitting behind you. Here's my game collection, right? I'm going to blow you away here. For the amount of games I have. Put the camera over there. Oh no! Drop something. Here's the games I have. PS4 games, we've got all the WWE ones here. 2K19 with AJ in the cover, but it also came in this cool steelbook, which was cool. And then 2K20, love that cover. Looks really cool. I have Madden 17, this is what I mean, 17, not bought one in years. UFC 2, played that one a bunch. NBA 2K19. FIFA 17, I'd actually say FIFA is one of my favourite games to play. 17, that's how bad it is. And then we have WWE 16, 17 and 18. Battlefront, which I enjoyed. Battlefront 2, never even got into it. And then Street Fighter 30th anniversary. I bought this because I was doing gameplay videos on the channel a couple of years ago. And I thought that would have been a fun one. Those sort of gameplay videos were great fun. Check them out if you're looking for something to watch. They were from 2018. I think it was called Good Bit Gameplay because I was doing it in association with the podcast. And they were a lot of fun, but again, it was just more content I was looking for, you know. But they're not really. I wish I was into more of them, I must say. I wish I was into more of them. Let's see, where are we? Ravu says he's from Cleveland, that's cool. Hello to Cleveland. Looking forward to seeing the Cavs back in action soon. I'm a huge Muse fan, so love seeing people introduce themselves to the genius that is Matt Bellamy. He is a genius. He's one of the best frontmen I've seen in a long time. You know, I think the lead singer, what's the lead singer's name from The Killers? I think he's great as well. I compare him to the Muse guy, Matt. His vocals are unbelievable, and just the way he carries himself on stage is what I envision, you know, being, you know, like not a rock star, but being Brandon Flowers. Just popped into my head there. Yes, James, Brandon Flowers. I got there before you. So yeah, the Muse guy's great. Matt Bellamy's great. He makes it, and it's his vocals. If you've watched the Muse reactions, you've seen me doing impressions of. You've seen me doing impressions of Matt Bellamy, and to be fair, I did get. They're awful, right? But I did get one comment saying that actually wasn't too bad, so I don't mind. Video game suggestions: the Batman Arkham series PS3. I did have one of the Arkham ones, never played it though. You know what I liked about the Batman ones? It reminded me of the old Spider-Man 2 PS2 game, where you just walk around the city and fly about on the webs and stuff like that. I thought that was cool. That kind of reminded me of that. Deadpool PS3, I had that one as well, and I actually gave it to my friend Fraser, who I think still has it. He must still have it. He must still have it. I think he just came over one day and took it. Typical. Let's see. Deadpool PS3. Uncharted series. Heard Uncharted's great. I know a lot of friends that love Uncharted. Hitman Absolution. Nice. James says Last of Us is addictive. Couldn't get my girlfriend off it. Cool. What's your girlfriend's name? She sounds cool. She's playing video games with you and watching wrestling. It's a dream girlfriend right there. Netflix show suggestions: Peaky Blinders, Bad Blood, Frontier, Z Nation. Peaky Blinders, my sister's hooked on. My sister's hooked on Peaky. Oh, she was hooked on Peaky Blinders. So that's definitely one I want to get to. Bad Blood, I don't know Bad Blood. Frontier and Zoo Nation. Zoo Nation, Z Nation, not Zoo Nation. Z Nation. Don't know it. I have been playing the new Madden to get me through lockdown. I do want to get the new lockdown, the new Madden, especially for the new season starting up. So, Brandon Flowers, no, you didn't. Yes, I did. His vibrato cannot be matched. Absolutely. However, if you watch I think it's the Hysteria reaction, I gave it a go doing the vibrato, and I can't sing. So there you go. Let's see, the Batman Arkham series and the Spider-Man series are both open world games. That's what I mean, open world games. Ones like that are ones like that are more free, and you have objectives to do, but you don't need to follow them to enjoy the game. You can kind of fly about and stuff, which is cool. Are you a fan of the NFL? And if so, who is your favourite team? Now we're talking. I'm a huge NFL fan. I love watching the Red Zone every Sunday. I can't wait for it to get started. What's happening with that? Is that actually going to go ahead? Because obviously it's September it starts. So, and the way it sounds with Trump, it's like he wants to get the sports up and running, doesn't he? So it looks like, there's a good chance that it could be up and running, even if it's without no fans. But without any fans, I'd be good to kind of see it. My favourite team are the Minnesota Vikings. I was a fan of the Seahawks around 2013-14 time, because I wanted to be a glory hunter, and because it was Daniel Bryan's favourite team. And then I watched them and I was like, I'm a Seahawks fan, and then they were pish and I hated them. And there was no heart in the Seahawks. Apologies if you're a Seahawks fan, but there's no heart in that team. They play because they feel like the Seahawks and they need to. So I went on about 2 seasons of watching the NFL with my mate who was a Green Bay fan who was addicted to watching one team, where I was watching all the teams. And I was trying to find that new love, and it took me 2 seasons. That's how serious I was taking it. I was like, the whole season of 2015-16, I was like, I have no idea who to support. And I believe I ended up liking, the Vikings were always up there, but I ended up liking teams like the Bears and the Titans. Not the Titans, the Colts. We hate the Titans. The Colts, I was a fan of, and in Kansas City. And then I had a soft spot for the Mets. So I was like, yeah, whatever. So then it took me a couple of times. I think it was one of the seasons Minnesota just blew everybody out of the water in terms of the dedication from coming back from losing to winning. And that kind of put me in, I like them a lot. And then the 2018 season, where it was the miracle in Minneapolis with Stephon Diggs, I was like, they are now, that's it, they've won me over, they are the team. So Steelers were another one. I like the Steelers as well, just because of the history and stuff, but definitely the Vikings was just the best, man, and I was like, they're now my team, Let's see, what music genre do you like the most? Music genre I like the most, I honestly, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be like, I like a bit of everything, but I do like a bit of everything. If you look through my Spotify playlist, I just have hundreds of different songs and stuff from different genres, but I'd probably say metal, hard rock, that sort of stuff. That's what I listen to the most, but I do like everything. When you scroll through my playlist, you'll see George Strait next to Alter Bridge, and then High School Musical or something. Which I need to check out that series, by the way, on Netflix, on Disney+. My sister thinks I won't like it, but I think I will. My hay fever is killing me this week. I keep scratching my nose. I actually get comments on some videos, people saying, stop touching your nose so much, it's disgusting. Okay, James says, season is going ahead as it stands. I'm an Atlanta Falcons fan. Glad to hear it. No good without Legion of Boom. Fair. Would you rather invisibility, super intelligence, super strength, or super intelligence? Oh, okay, it's 2. So, invisibility or super intelligence. I already have super intelligence, so I'll go for invisibility. Or super strength or super intelligence. Super intelligence would be pretty cool. Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Apologies. That's a shame. My cousin is a New Orleans fan, and I still love to remind him of the miracle. Literally one of the best days in my sporting fandom was the miracle of Minneapolis. Sitting there knowing we were getting put out of the playoffs, no chance. And that was the season where I was like leaning towards Minnesota, but I wasn't 100% in. and I was sitting here on the arm of this couch, and it was like this last play, and I was like, it's Ireland needs to do something, you know. And it was Stefan Diggs making that wide received catch, killing it, man. One of the best plays I've ever seen. One of my favourite plays in my history of watching NFL, which has been about 5 years or something, 6 years. Obviously, there's probably been better ones in history, but I'm relatively new to the sport. So one of my favourite plays in the history of the thing, which is cool. Where am I from? I'm from Scotland. I'm Scottish. From Glasgow. Where are you from? Oh, you said you were born in Cleveland. That's nice. It's a shame that the Diggs have left the Vikings now. But I honestly think the team will react to Diggs leaving because they brought in some new big names, didn't they? Which is going to be a lot of fun and really exciting. But I think they'll react to Diggs leaving in a big way. I think they will. And I'm looking forward to it. Hang on. Right. Huh? Okay. Okay, wait. Be rich with no friends or be poor with many friends. Be poor with many friends. There's your PC answer. Still not sure Kirk Cousins is a Super Bowl quarterback. Had a good season last season. Good season last season. Unlike the Vikings when Brett Favre was quarterback, he was a little bit before my time, really. A little bit before my time. We're hoping for a good return to the season. But I said I was only going to stay on for half an hour. My laptop's having a frenzy here. So I think I'm going to call it a day. Let's see, any more questions before we go? I was only wanting to jump on and say hello. Just because there was no video today. But look out for the next couple of days, some more videos coming up. Keep up the good work. Thank you, James. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you stay tuned. And let me know if you check out the podcast. Let me know your opinions and your thoughts on the podcast. The Wrestling Connection every Sunday. New episode coming this Sunday. So please stay tuned for that. I'm going to call it a day there. Thank you very much anybody who tuned in. Anybody who watched from elsewhere and were messaging me through other mediums. And I'll be back. This has been the second time in a week, so maybe we'll do this every week now. I always enjoy it. So thank you for tuning in. Hopefully that you can check any of this out on demand as well. That'd be really cool. And let me know what you thought. I will see you next time here on the quarantine live stream. Take care, everybody. How do we? See, that's always the worst part. See, when you end of something like that, you go, I can't end it. Thanks for all the questions and stuff. Makes it much more easy. Makes it much easier. That's what I was